Hi, my name is Josh Legard. I'm the Director of Program Management for Telligent Systems. In the next 15 minutes, I'm going to be giving you an introduction to Telligent Community 5.0. I'll do so by showcasing some of the newer features we've introduced that will help you with 4 components of having a community. First, we'll talk about branding your community, then growing your community, engaging your community, and finally, about some tools that will help your community collaborate better with one another. In our discussion about branding, I'm going to show you our new widget-based UI customization engine, how simple it is to extend user profiles, and how users can leverage profile attributes to discover one another in Telligent Community 5. What you are seeing now is a fresh installation of Telligent Community 5.0. Throughout the rest of this video, I'm going to be transforming it into a community for fictional baseball league called Sound Baseball. It's important to note that at no point throughout this video or in the making of this video did I write one line of code, HTML, or CSS to make any of this possible. Everything you see in the UI is a widget. The site activity, my groups, and news list are all widgets that can be edited, moved, or removed from any page on the site. As an administrator, I have a gray administration bar at the top of every page that lets me customize everything I see below it. What I'm going to do now is add a simple content widget with a welcome message to the page, change the layout, and then move one of the widgets. First, I use the search to find the content widget. Drag the content widget where I'd like it to be, and edit the content widget to contain the welcome message that I'd like to have on my site. First, I'll change the title. Add some welcome text, and I'll spare you from watching me type it. And save. Now you can see I have a welcome message on the front page. The next thing I'm going to do is demonstrate changing the page layout. So you can see the page layout is on the second page of pages, and I'd rather have the basic top and 2 column. I've done that, and you'll note that the page changed, but I want the blog post list, the news widget, at the top. So I drag that to the top, place it there, and simply save my changes. I'll exit the edit mode, and now everybody that comes to the home page will now see the new experience on their home page. It's important to note that I was doing this as an administrator, but end users can also customize their home page as their dashboard. The next thing we'll talk about is profile customization. For the Sound Baseball site, it's important for the players to self-identify the positions they play best. Once they've self-identified these attributes, it would be easy for general managers to identify players that match their needs for drafting or taxi pool purposes. Just like before, what I'm going to do now is go into Enter Edit mode. Once I'm in the edit mode, I'll be able to find a user profile field to drag onto the site. What I've done in the back end, in the control panel, is I've actually added some custom profile fields that line up to the positions on the baseball field. This is as simple as editing a list, but I wanted to spare you the typing. So what I've done now is I've added the user profile fields widget, and I'll select the field group best positions. Save it on the page. And now I'll view my user profile. Once I'm on my user profile, I'll want to select Edit Profile in order to make these changes. I've already added my first choice as pitcher. I'll update my second choice and say that I like to play third base. While I'm here, I notice that I haven't filled in my biography, so I'd like to add a picture of myself and some text to describe myself to the rest of the league. First thing I'll do adding the picture is find one locally on my machine. Once I've added the picture, I'll grab some text. Once the text has been added, I'll showcase one of the new features for image editing. What I can do now in the editor is I can now set the text alignment next to the image to the left. The image is still too big, so I'll use the feature to resize the image inside the editor. It looks like that's a better size. I also added some margin on the right side of the image. Now I'll scroll down and save my profile. Now that the profile has been saved, it's actually searchable by other users. From the home page, let's pretend I'm a general manager looking for a pitcher for the next game. I simply go to the search bar and type in pitcher. It searches the profile attributes and pulls back people that selected pitcher. That would be me. It's important to note that all of the text of the user profile is searchable. I could also pull something out like Bernice for Bernice Mountain Dog and search for that in the search box, and it would return me as well. Telligent Community 5.0 is designed to grow with your membership. In this section, we'll demonstrate creating new groups for the teams of Sound Baseball, our topic-based navigation, adding new applications to groups, and customizing a group as a group owner. Sound Baseball already has one group for general league information. What I need to do now is create another group for the divisions and the teams within the Sound Baseball League. I'll create a top-level group named Teams first. Give it a URL and a description, and choose the group type. We support 5 different types of groups in Telligent Community 5. Joinless, public, public closed, private listed, and private unlisted. I then get to choose a parent group. For this group, I'll choose the site root because I want it to be at the top level of navigation. I could have put it within the league group if I wanted to. Now we'll save this group, and I'll visit it in the navigation. Once I'm on the new group, you'll notice that every group gets a blog, a forum, a file gallery, and a wiki by default. During the transition, I've created the divisions and teams of Sound Baseball as nested groups. In this clip, I'm going to demonstrate using the topic-driven navigation to traverse the community. But first, I've got to reply to this Diablo's group message that I see. Group messaging with replies is one of my favorite new features. Now I'll move on to the navigation. You see I've drilled into the team group that I created first, and there are 2 divisions. I'll click Cascade, and then go on down to the subgroup of the Diablos team. And once we get there, you'll note that my message that I posted is posted to the group.